100 naira eko, ẹ̀sán bọ́ seko.
Good morning, esteemed viewers. Welcome to another exciting edition of your favorite morning program, Lagos This Morning. Today being the 25th of May 2023, and this morning we'll be giving you topical issues in Lagos State and also across the Federation, ranging from
100 naira eko, ẹ̀sán bọ́ seko.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to today's edition of your favorite morning show, Lagos This Morning. Today being the 25th of May 2023. It's just 4 days to the inauguration. That's May 29, when the president-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu would be sworn in. And today we'll be looking at topical issues in Lagos State and also across the Federation. Well, before then, I'm Olajide Taufik Olamide, and with me here is my wonderful co-host.
Yes, you're welcome to Lagos This Morning. It's another beautiful day.
Yeah.
My name is Gladys Alize. Welcome to the show.
All right, let's get the ball rolling by going straight into the top stories we have for you today. Yeah, we trust court to still do justice after May 29. That's coming from the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi.
Silence of Silence of UN, EU, AU, ECOWAS, Kanu's illegal detention is worrisome, coming from IPOL.
Nigeria's airplane to arrive on Friday, says Sirika.
Ogun police student ends life after losing tuition fee for betting. Like, for real, I don't understand you guys.
He used his tuition fee, to stake.
So he committed suicide.
Exactly.
Imagine that. Double punishment in hell.
Something like that. All right, so on MD, how Nigerian supervisors advised Lebanese bosses to slash wages by half.
CCTV captures moment a dispatch rider steals side mirrors.
Okay, let's go quickly into the traffic update in and around Lagos State this morning. Traffic update around
Idri-Shaga.
Around Idri-Shaga, we have Ishaga area to Alamutu is free and outward is good to go. Olayiwola to Ajoke Estate Gate is free. Slow movement to Fagba intersection due to manual alternation at Fagba intersection. Outward is free as well.
Going to College roundabout is a faster movement. Slow movement from Odejobi to Penciling Mound underneath the bridge. Outward is better. College Road stretch is still on a good side. Jungle to Aino is free. And proceeding to Fagba intersection is a slow movement. No impediment for now.
On Mushin axis update, the length and breadth of the axis are good to go, aside from Bolade inwards Oshodi under bridge, occasioned by the failed section of the road at Olupese immediately after Oshodi Bridge inwards Mushin is encouraging at the moment. Traffic managers are visible doing the needful.
We have good movement on Aromire, but slow to connect Adeni Jones, while the return journey is also a slow-moving traffic. Good movement inward Aromire, but slow linking Allen intersection on to alternation. Obafemi Awolowo's way from Ikeja under bridge to Allen intersection is very appreciable. Allen intersection to Radio is good to go. The return journey is okay.
Okay, moving on, we have Allen Avenue, Towing Roundabout, Okwebi, Salvation to Sheraton is moving correctly, while the return journey is good. Okwebi Link Bridge inwards and outward is very calm. Kudirat Abiola Way inwards and outward journey is also moving as expected. No overnight breakdown and impediment.
Traffic update from Iyano Ipaja. Better movement from Pleasure to Danko. Slow movement towards Iyano Ipaja under bridge, but good connecting Goye. Return journey is good.
Alagba towards Iyano Ipaja roundabout, Moshalashi and Gate is okay. Slow movement towards Barua U-turn, while better movement to Okpeki. Return journey is a slow movement approaching Barua U-turn and Gate, while better movement to Water. Traffic managers are doing the needful as impediment is still negative for now. That's all we have for you right now. As soon as we get more updates, we'll ensure to keep you updated.
Moving on the program this morning, we'll be taking a good look at the newspaper front pages. We'll be starting with The Guardian.
Starting with The Guardian, we have MPC shuns bleeding economy, raises interest rates to 18.5%.
Buhari retains cabinet till May 29, seeks Senate approval for judgment debts.
Naira faces downside risk, slumped to 760 Naira per dollar at black market.
On speakership, Gbajabiamila Wase clash as Ugochinyere 62 others OK Abbas Kalo.
Still on Senate presidency, Izuna So leads Akpabio, Yari, Kalu in APC's media assessment.
Consigns as Buhari allegedly waives 70 billion Naira spectrum fee for telcos.
Wow. Moving on to the front page of The Nation this morning. Why we picked Akpabio by Shetima, Uzodinma Oke's APC's choice.
Buhari seeks nod to pay $556 million, 96.5 million pound, 226 billion Naira judgment debts.
Interest rate hits 18.5%. Federal Executive Council still alive, says federal government. Nigeria airplane to fly in as Oyo chieftaincy bill passed.
Buhari says, I'm battling to cope with last-minute pressure. Military top brass sends off C as president charges armed forces to do more on security.
Moving on to the front page of Daily Trust.
On the front page of the Daily Trust, we have Buhari seeks Senate approval for 539 billion Naira judgment debt pay. Direct ministers to remain in office till May 29. We gave our best, President tells cabinet members. Recent actions not illegal but morally defective coming from Don.
Minister of State portfolio unconstitutional, Keyamo tells Buhari.
FEC approves multi-billion Naira power project in Daura and others.
After 17 months probe, Reps panel failed to ascertain daily petrol consumption.
Nigeria's GDP growth slows to 2.31% in first quarter of 2023 amid cash crunch.
Nigeria spent $8 billion to restore peace in Liberia. That's coming from Irabo.
As federal government launches cooperative scheme for ex-Niger Delta militants with 1.5 billion Naira.
And also 3 siblings found dead inside landlord's jeep. Wow. That's...
Moving on, let's take a look at the Vanguard newspaper.
Yeah, on the front page of the Vanguard today, we have pressure on me. I can't wait for May 29. That's coming from President Muhammadu Buhari.
Keyamo to Buhari, it's unconstitutional to appoint Minister for States. Minister of States.
PPI, bureaucracy, others scuttle delivery of 25,000 megawatts.
As Gbajabiamila deputy clash at plenary.
And also on Paris Club debt, federal government to stop deductions from state accounts.
On refinery, we will ask Dangote to sell forex at good rates, coming from Emefiele.
Says CBN government helped him build refinery, raises interest rate to 18.5. Nasima, Ipman, others react.
Moving on to the next newspaper front page.
We have a Nigerian Tribune. Health workers set agenda for President-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu.
Despite valedictory session, Buhari fails to dissolve FEC.
Office of Minister of State unconstitutional aberration.
Nigeria airplane to arrive on Friday, Sirika.
And also, Access Holdings poised to be among top 5 banks in Africa by 2027.
Don't accede to President fresh loan request, Afenifere tells NANS.
UBA celebrates women apps on potentials innovation in Africa.
Abiodun Amoso clash over sitting of Dangote refinery in Lagos.
As CBN raises interest to 18.5%.
Tina Turner dies at 83.
Gbajabiamila was say trade wars at plenary why we settles for Christian as Senate President. That's coming from Shetima.
Oyo State government gets sole authority to give chiefs beheaded. To give chief bedead crowns as assembly passes chiefs amendment bill into law.
Moving on to the front page of The Punch this morning.
Countdown to hand over. FEC holds last session. Governors dissolve cabinets. As Sanwo-Olu asks appointees to quit office, Ganduje hand over documents to governor-elect.
Wow, just that. Moving on to the front page of Punch Sports Extra. Manchester City star Gundogan rejects Arsenal move.
Okay, Eagles hopeful Eze gets England call-up.
And also sweet revenge. Flying Eagles beat Young Azuris to reach under-20 World Cup last 16. Team average 1987 2-0 defeat to Europeans. Top Group D with 6 points. Play Brazil on Saturday.
EPL Awoniyi ranks 6th in conversion rate.
And also new Liverpool director regrets Osimhen's Wolfsburg sale.
Rashford in fitness race for Blues clash.
As Eagles hopeful Eze gets England call up.
PSG sweat over Mbappe contract clause.
And also Wan-Bissaka wants United stay.
Interesting.
Yeah, moving on, we have Boro, that's Middlesbrough wants 20 million euros for Chuba Akpom, and Alba confirms Barcelona's exit.
And of course, Felix to remain at Chelsea.
Wow. Beautiful ones there. All right, that's all we have for you on the newspaper front pages. Before we go into the top stories, we'll be going for a short break. You're still watching Lagos This Morning. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
The tribunal has the opportunity to redefine exactly the meaning of justice in Nigeria. It has the opportunity. I'm not saying that it must declare one person or the other, but it must do justice. To do justice is to look at the laws for all they are what? Dispassionately. Look at the rules that INEC itself made, the guidelines it set, and then determine whether whether the man known as Bola Ahmed Tinubu indeed satisfied the conditions set out as being necessary to be elected the president of Nigeria. I'm not holding my breath, but I am saying categorically that it is up to these men and women I don't know who they are. I've not bothered to check the composition of the court, and I'm being careful not to tie everybody with the same brush. It is up to them to decide how they will be remembered by history. That's not for Dele Farotimi. They have a choice. They are the ones who will be sat or who are sat on the panel. They have names. Their names will be remembered either for good or for bad. I doubt any one of them is less than 50 years old. I'm 55. You will live forever. So if they elect to have their consciences purchased, and we've seen enough in the public space to suggest that such subterranean moves are already being made. There's the leaked audio of Gandola and Masari clearly explaining the rationale for Kwankwanso's inclusion in Tinubu's cabinet. They are hoping to compromise the judiciary.
Inside this thing.
Wait, let me pack my hair.
Face me, Shipakai. So we'll go back and read the comment. Alright guys, welcome back to the program Lagos this morning. If you're watching us this morning, you can hit on the like button. You can also drop your comment as we continue the program. The number will be dropped in the comment section as well. You can use that. You can call in. Let's have your opinion and also your contributions. But before we move on, we'll be taking a look at our feedbacks. Let's take a look at that.
Adewola Bayo, welcome to the show. He says, I'm here. Majed, good morning, my people.
Good morning.
Dutchman Pounds, good morning over there. Thank you very much. Nigeria Future, you're welcome. We can see you. Good morning, everyone. You know, with that emoji, I appreciate that. Collins Obu, good morning, guys. Renato Media, good morning. Nigeria Future, wait, oh, we not get single girls for this platform. We fit they show this my brother. Let me tell love the way I they show my dog. Okay, moving on. Andrew Gunjimi, good morning. Iyori Omorogbe, good morning to you all. You're welcome. Ego, you can hold your way. Sorry.
You can hold your any view you like.
Okay, no conscience is bought, no compromise of any judiciary. Okay. WAP Code Hub TV. Let's check if tribunal will do the right thing. Okay.
So that's what we're discussing this morning. We trust court to still do justice after May 29. Peter Obi. How easy will it be? How there are so many questions on the streets. There are so many questions. Like now we've seen a series of adjournment of cases, you know, from this day to the other date, and right now I think it has been shifted till Friday. Is it till Friday? And that Friday will be a public holiday.
It has not been declared.
It has not been declared yet, but the news is already everywhere that there might be public holiday.
It's just rumor.
It's just rumor.
Just rumor.
Okay, so we've actually seen series of adjournment and stuff like that, and you know, I actually said something that it might be adjourned till after May 29, you know, for continuation of the court case. But we've seen some governors actually reclaiming their mandate, you know, after 2 years, you know, staying in court for 2 years, fighting for your mandate and getting it back, just like Peter Obi did in Anambra State.
And that's one of the reasons why he's saying that he's still hopeful. You know, he did mention that it took him almost 3 years or 3 years plus to reclaim his mandate from Ndige then in Anambra State and still became the governor even after many years. So he's still hopeful that even with the declaration of even after the inauguration, he still has the hope, that the faith that he's still going to reclaim his mandate, because he has done it before, he can still do it again.
But there's some Nigerians are thinking in their mind that once the president-elect is being sworn in, okay, I think we have a caller. Let's check it out. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Please, can you move away from your television, because we can hear the sound, so we can hear you properly.
Yes. online.
Oh, all right. Let's have your contribution, sir.
Yes. It's so unfortunate that some people see the truth and they choose to ignore the truth because of certain things. Dele Farotimi had his way to say the truth and we believe that this is no, this is the truth. He said the truth always. I so much like the way he says his whole thing, and he says it's the way it ought to be said. But to me, I felt we should all stand for the truth. We see what transpired during the February presidential elections. And knowing that these things happened, there were all skirmishes. Every evidence there has been shown that this election was rigged. And some people, because of what they will gain, I don't want to call names, I don't want to call certain tribes. There are more of it. You see the truth, and you don't want to see the truth because of it's my tribal person and all that. So it's empirically, we know that everything that transpired on that very day was a sheer shame. It is grace to this nation that we should expect. We should know this is what is expected. But to me, as a person, I guess the case is in the courts, and I know that courts will do justice. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. All right. Hopeful there's hope out there. As long as some Nigerians are having, divided mind, some are still open
now,
on the
one of the big question now that is arising in the minds of many is this the vice presidential elect, Kashim Shettima, having a double
is it dual citizenship?
No, there's something that it was nomination.
Double nomination.
Having a double nomination. So people are asking, can Shettima's double nomination result to Tinubu's sack even after inauguration? You know that they said in the constitution that if you have a double nomination, you're not qualified to contest any electoral position at all. And now the People's Democratic Party filed a petition against him as per having a double nomination. So this is a major case now. You understand? And the case will be tomorrow. That's on 26th. It will be brought up tomorrow. That's the case that will be decided tomorrow. So whatever the outcome after tomorrow, that's going to determine what will happen on Monday.
What will happen? But as at right now, there is preparation. The preparations to the inauguration is still ongoing and it is moving.
Of course, there's nothing that can be done. Monday 29 is the selected day for inauguration of a new president. Yeah. And already there is a president elect. Even though the case is still in court, they will still continue with the preparation pending the outcome of the tribunal. That's just it for me. But whatever happens tomorrow, that's if it is not adjourned.
If there is no public holiday tomorrow, if it will hold.
People are actually saying that if they declare tomorrow, that's 26th of
Andra Nereko, Estambaseko.
All right, guys, welcome back to the program, Lagos this morning. So we're discussing about people having trust and also the other people having distrust in the judiciary in actually making things work and doing the right thing, doing what is needful for them. Now, after the swearing in, there will be changes for sure. Heads of the sectors of the economy would be, they will be changed.
But it shouldn't be immediately. It
might be immediately, depending on what the president decides to do, what the president elects. It might be. That's why I'm not saying it should be or it has to be. That's what I'm saying.
It shouldn't be. It should not be immediately because you need to settle. You're just coming in. You are just assuming an office that you've not assumed before. This is just an office that you just assumed in. You shouldn't start making changes 1 week after assumption of office. To me, I feel that you should just settle down first. Then they'll put him through, like, this is how, then if you want to make changes after then, you can go ahead. But let me tell you one thing. If the president-elect, after inauguration, begins changes immediately, it's going to generate reactions when there's still a court case.
That's why I'm saying it, that there might be changes almost immediately. Because some Nigerians are seeing it as a game plan or as a ploy or something to suit some people's agenda or something. I don't like to mention anybody's name or any party right now. And also, right now, the cabinet should have been dissolved by now, although there is no constitutional backing that they must dissolve the cabinet as of today. But all the ministers, everybody, they are still working right now. President Muhammadu Buhari has said that they should still continue working until May 29. Some president would have dissolved the cabinet by now, but he chose not to. Just as there is no constitutional backing for any president to quickly start removing people, changing hands, or delay or just slow down the process. So I think from my own point of view, I think there might be immediate changes in stuffs. So now imagine the chief judge and stuffs being changed, bringing in a new person entirely. What if this person now comes up and says that, okay, you have to bring the case to me, now I have to get to understand what has been going on in the court of law, just like that. There's been, people are thinking from different angles, because if the cases can be adjourned like that, how many of the cases have they resolved? How many?
Well, right now I would still say let's wait till the court makes or takes their final decision on the case. And like I said before, the inauguration on Monday is going to be determined from what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, but the inauguration is just like a ceremony. It doesn't stop the court proceedings. It doesn't stop the tribunal or stuff.
That's just a swearing in of a new president. And of course, a lot of commercial institutions now, some offices, they've already
closed.
No, not closed. They've already got the new picture of the new portrait of whoever is going to be the president right now. So the only thing they're waiting for is till after May 29 to just make a switch.
Change. Wow.
You get so that is it. After Monday, we already have His Excellency, the next president. But like I said before, the suit that the courts are drawing to tomorrow, is going to determine what will happen on Monday. That is where the question of many people actually on. Can the double nomination of the vice president-elect affect the swearing in of the president-elect? You get so we'll be waiting till tomorrow to see what the decision of the court is going to be.
Even apart from that, there's still the drug case is still there. The dual citizenship is still there.
They've shifted those ones. Those ones have been adjourned. You get? Those ones have been adjourned. So the one that we are looking at is tomorrow.
Now what
is the one that we have tomorrow?
What if just like in every rumor there's always an iota of truth there. What if, just like we are having rumors that there will be public holiday tomorrow, what if truly there is public holiday? That will actually force the court to adjourn the case too as well.
But that usually, except have there ever been a holiday few days to the inauguration day? I can't remember any of that happening.
This is what they will tell you, that it is not in the constitution that you can't have holiday before the inauguration. That's what they tell you.
It's not also in the constitution that you must declare holiday.
President,
when there's this thing is see.
When president acts, when it is in the constitution and they can't act that way, that is when they will not be able to act.
See, let me tell you
But
something.
even if it is there, they will find a way. There will surely be an exception
to every
law.
This administration, they're actually painting pictures of taking side.
That is what people are looking at.
And that is also the truth.
Mm-hmm.
From my perspective, it is the truth. Because you can't tell me that the court has a case tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The Supreme Court of Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
This is not an apex court or something. This is not an appeal. This is not how will I put it?
Blue class court or something.
This is the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
You know, deciding the fate of the nation because of the outcome of the what's it called?
February 25th
presidential election. And then you want to declare a public holiday when there is a court case that the Supreme Court actually fixed.
Yeah.
And the day that Supreme Court fixed this court case, you want to declare a public holiday. So what picture are you painting in the minds and hearts of Nigerians?
Well, it's left to them now either to declare the public holiday or not. But we'll see how it plays out. All right, let's go straight down.
Actually, sorry, please. I actually saw a post. You know, that should be on Wednesday. Today is what? No, on Tuesday.
Today's Thursday.
I saw a post on Tuesday. People were like, say no to public holiday on the 26th. You know, trust Nigerians and Twitter. Say no to public holiday declaration on 26th. You know, and please Nigerians, people should also help. In order not to make them to declare this particular day a public holiday, because there are speculation. The federal government has not even come out to say there will be public holiday.
No.
Funny enough,
not yet.
It is just speculation. People are just like, won't they? But come on, Saturday is there.
But you know, most of the times, once you've seen the rumors out there, it will surely come to pass. Surely, most of the time, many times like that, you feel like you hear this thing like rumor and stuff. You know, some people will come out to debunk that rumor, but you still see the same thing, you know, occurring at the end of the day.
Okay, we'll have a caller. Mr. Iyori Omorogbe is on the line. Let's take a call from Mr. Iyori Omorogbe. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning. You're welcome to the show. Hope you had a wonderful night's rest.
Wonderful. Thank you once again, you guys in the studio. Thank you for giving us more information.
Thank you so much.
Yes, my name remains Iyori Omorogbe from City, the Prince of Yahoo. And I want to contribute to this wonderful program.
All right, sir. Go ahead.
We have interest, those of us that live in the diaspora. We need a betterment of Nigeria. We need the government, a continuity government. We need a working government, not a government that will continue to subject on the people. The vulnerable people, men are just poverty. Not the government we are looking for, the government of capability, government of justice, the government of father. That way, people from nowhere to somewhere. That's the government we are looking for. But the kind of government we have now is a government of cabal. We will not continue to work with such cabal. The government of blood-sucking demon. We are talking of blood-sucking demon. It is the regime of the Agboin Buhari. Thousands, even close to a million, have gone down the drain of human. They are not cow. They are not cow. They are not goats. They are not dog. These are human beings that government is supposed to protect. That was why military apparatus have been organized to keep peace and order due to such a violence in society. If we can bring peace to Liberia, if we can bring peace to Sierra Leone, our government, the politics of Sudan begin to use our government to continue to kill themselves, begin to rebel themselves. The vice president of Jagaban, if the court resume tomorrow, according to them, when they said there's going to be public holiday, since I was born, I've never had public holiday before May 29. I've never had. But I don't know the kind of sucking the mob by government of this APC. They said PP was not good. suck people's blood. The narrative 666 government. That I would call them. Sorry to say, because government are not working for people. Government are not working with credibility. They're not working for justice, equity. That government is not. In search of 200 and something million people, one person or two kaba, 100 kaba, will say that their comfort zone. Of 200 and something million people will not take it from them. We pray for God tomorrow to make it needful. It is not good and not possible for government for a vice president to take 2 slots, have his leg here just like a woman. They want to marry to a man. You have to marry to a woman, not to a man. But it's here. Collecting John money, you're collecting Peter money. If he goes this way, I go to John. If he did not go well to John, I go to Peter. That is not the kind of leader for such government and not credibility. Such government are not worthy to stand the eyes of the citizen. And the court should look at it. They should look at it, deem it fit in their own. Their 2 eyes closed. See the love of anybody. Look at it with their 2 eyes closed and put the scale very well and place it to the right ground. Because God must come with it. The judge that won't judge anything, you must judge and do the needful and put it in the right square and the right hole. Because if they don't do it tomorrow, and for Nigeria to say yes, we still believe in judiciary, and the judiciary turn blindly to the system. You cannot have 2 slots. You are pursuing two rats. You are pursuing a rat. You are pursuing a dog. How can you achieve it? You want to achieve one. And roll it up. We are begging the court tomorrow. They must not accept that public holiday tomorrow. It has not been existing before, and the court should allow it to exist. They should look the needful. And Nigeria knows what to do, because Nigeria, they are fed up. Nigerians are tired every day. They are tired. Nigerians are tired every day. They can no longer sleep again. Every day, Fulani are killing people. Every day, so many things happening in Igbo land. There's everywhere become insecurity. A corrupt government. We must change the narrative now for everybody to have their right direction to go. Thank you once again for giving the voice forward.
Thank you
Thank
very
I
you.
much.
appreciate everyone in the house.
Thank you so much.
God bless you all once again.
God bless you.
I'll go back to listen to all of you.
Yeah,
Thank you
sir.
so much. We appreciate the contribution this morning. And until our government do the right thing, this there won't be change. I think that's one of the things that he did mention this morning.
Yes, and
Yeah.
Nigerians will actually continue to clamor for the change and also for the judiciary to do the needful. Let's take a look at some of our feedbacks.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Matty said, you sure now for Congo that one go happen? Gladys Chisom, Gladys, good morning.
Welcome, my name
He
is.
said, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you too. Nigeria future, are we? No, we're not done. All right, Andrew Ogunjimi said, after Tinubu inauguration, no more hope because he would be in control of all arms of government because no separation of power in Nigeria. Crazy demo, not a democracy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think Andrew Ogunjimi is actually seeing things from my point of view. Now, you know, we talk about Nigeria, we see Nigeria as a federating unit, but are we really a federating unit in the real sense of it, like in the reality? No, we are not. This kind of government whereby everybody's just been packed in the same basket, there is no thorough dissolution of power from the executive to the judiciary to the legislative arm of government. The president is in charge of everything. The judiciary, the judges, they are on the payroll. And there's this saying that he who pays the piper dictates the tune. So if these people are still dependent on those people that, you know, they are under them, how would they actually say the truth? how would they be able to do the needful? It's just like someone is below. You are below, someone is your boss. Like you're depending on this person for your pay, for everything, for almost everything. This person is in charge. He has the power to remove you as the chief judge of Nigeria or something. And you want to make a ruling against that person. So in the Nigerian setting, is somehow, we are just like, okay, Federal Capital Territory on a paper, per se. We are not really running that kind of system of government like a federating unit in reality of it. So had it been we are running it like that, whereby the judicial system has their own power, they are detached from the people that are in power, then we can say they can go ahead to say anything they like and they can feel free. But are they really free themselves to just, act right and do the needful? Are they?
Wow. Okay. Like I always say, we're going to wait till the court takes its final decision on this case. Moving on the program this morning, we'll be taking a look at what the IPOB, that is Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, what they said concerning the detention of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been in the custody of DSS since 2021.
Yeah, it says silence of the United Nations, European Union, African Union, ECOWAS on Kanu's illegal detention is worrisome.
What would you have them do? I actually saw a report yesterday. I don't know if you know this guy, Simon Ekpa.
Of course.
Okay. Simon Ekpa came out to say that Nnamdi Kanu is having he needs medical attention. He needs to undergo a surgery or something like that.
Yeah, his lawyer too has said that several times, that he needs to undergo the surgery, he needs medical attention, but the DSS are not really allowing them into the custody to really, take care of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, he said that Nnamdi Kanu needs urgent ear surgery.
Yeah.
And this guy has been in detention since 2021. June or July 2021. We actually thought, okay, he's going to be released in a matter of months. He's already it's almost 2 years. And we are not even hearing anything. Nothing.
This is part of why, just like Mr. Ogujimi in the comment section is saying that the system of government is like everything is under the president, both the judiciary, the legislative arm of government and stuffs. Now, the Supreme Court gave a rule that they should free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But what later happened? What happened along the line? They went back to the appeal court they appealed that judgment, and he was, kept in detention. Up to this moment, he's still in detention. So now, are we now expecting the same court that gave the judgment that he should be freed, and he has not been freed since then, to now give the same ruling or do the needful or do what Nigerians some part of Nigeria, so some Nigerians are actually clamoring for them to do, which is the needful. So are they really free to exercise, to work to their full capacity, or they are being coerced or being under influence of an higher authority?
When you listen to some Nigerians in diaspora, you hear them say something like, Nigeria is a lawless country. It's a lawless society, whereby the federal government does not even obey the courts. The Supreme Court will say something, then the federal government will flout the order. They are not willing to listen, because they feel that whoever the Chief Justice of Nigeria is, he's been appointed into the office.
Exactly.
So you can't be appointed and you go against the person
who appointed you. How do you want to go against the person? So I think that's just, the way some people are looking at it. Like, once this inauguration process come into place, then law. I'm not saying no to law personally from my angle, because people have diverse opinion and stuffs about it. I'm not saying it has gone, but it's just like, from my angle, I would say that the probability now is not on 50-50 anymore. Once the inauguration happens, it will be on probably 70-30 or 80-20 from my view per se.
See, okay, IPOB saying that the silence of UN, EU, AU, ECOWAS on Nnamdi Kanu's detention is worrisome. These are external bodies. These are external bodies. Your own internal body, what are they doing?
Exactly.
No, there's something, right? See, it is how you treat yourself that others, how others is going to treat you.
Exactly.
So these people, they are seeing what is happening, Really, that you guys don't care. So what are we supposed to do? Even if they say anything, your own courts, your own government cannot obey your
Their own
courts.
court.
Now
So
outside
is
that
it our own
they
courts
will
they would obey?
now outside that instruction they will obey. See, they can't see, it is whatever they tell them to do that they will do. So you shouldn't bother. Because you guys don't even value what you have. You don't respect yourself enough. So should they respect you?
Exactly.
So I understand the cry of IPOB, as an organization. I understand, but then in-house, what are we doing to ourselves?
Exactly.
The Supreme Court gave a ruling, free this man. There was jubilation in Igbo land. The IPOB members, they were so excited, they were happy, drumming,
Celebrating.
sounds of victory was just there, and celebration was just going on everywhere. They were jubilating, making sounds of victory and all that. But then, waiting for this man to come home. Few days, they don't see him. They now saw a different thing. Even though they caught a certain you cannot let him go. Hey. So,
That's
just leave the external bodies. Work on your internal body. Whenever we see, if we put our house together, an outsider can come and now have value
Exactly.
in what we're doing.
When your house is not in order, how do you call an outsider to come and contribute or to settle the dispute?
Would they come and start helping you guys to separate fights?
No.
May you break their head.
That's not possible.
Okay, moving on the program this morning. You are still watching Lagos this morning. Don't forget that you can call in to air your opinion on the topics that we are discussing. So far, we've treated "We trust court to do justice after May 29. That's coming from Peter Obi because he did it before in Anambra State. Even after several years, he still reclaimed his mandate and became the governor. So he's hopeful that whatever happens, he will reclaim his mandate. We also looked at silence of UN, EU, AU, ECOWAS on Kalu's detention being worrisome, coming from IPOB. Okay, we've skipped down to Ogun State police student ends life after losing tuition fee to betting. Who sent them?
You see, there's something about betting.
I know you bet. So
no, it's not. Have you seen me betting before?
Of course, you do bets.
Have you seen me betting before?
How?
How?
One day we'll be closed from work. I should expose you.
Have you seen me? So where's the evidence?
I should expose you.
How? No. I've never betting. Seen what? So where's the evidence?
It's not bad though.
Where's the evidence?
If it is bad, see, JJ Okocha has a betting platform. If it's bad, he wouldn't.
He has the platform. He's not the one betting.
Who knows it? That's how he started. So you never can tell what will uplift you tomorrow.
No, be like betting.
Okay.
I'm not saying that it is good or it is bad. It's just like a tool. Okay. It depends on the way you see it and the way you use it, your angle, your perspective and stuff. But even if you play betting, it should be with the money you can lose. The one you feel like even if this money goes, Otilo, there's nothing about it. It won't really touch you like that. But how can you use your tuition fee to play Bet Naija? Not even Bet Naija. Don't even use Bet Naija per se. Betting in general, probably Sporty Bet or Bet Naija or Bet King or something. You use your tuition fee to play betting. You now ended up committing suicide.
Well, the thing there is for you before you can do that kind of thing. You could have thought about, okay, if this one doesn't come back,
there should even be a backup.
That's what I'm trying to say. There is another source to which my tuition fee is going to come, and then that's the only source.
God.
Abi, they gave you the number in the dream. Abi, a madman gave it to
No,
you.
it's not number per se.
Abi, you got the advice from a madman.
First, number is from Lotto. It's for all this lottery. Or Bet Naija, you sit down, predict, okay, maybe Arsenal will defeat Chelsea by 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals.
Maybe he got the advice from a madman. That he should go play. His tuition fee is going to
but I think looking
to
beyond the betting, to be precise now, I think the youth of nowadays, let's just say young ones, probably 18, 19, 20, 21, the kind of dream they have on their head, this kind of dream would actually take them about 20, 25 years to achieve in reality. But they want to sleep today and wake up tomorrow and the dream is in their presence. I think that's why that's what would have led him to using his tuition fee to play this kind of stuff.
Funny enough, I actually had a schoolmate. One of my schoolmates then, he uses his school fees to play bets.
And he won.
He lost. He lost. Yeah, he lost. This guy will come to school then, he will be very quiet. This is someone that we know that used to be very lively.
Wow.
He just be very quiet, moody, thinking about his life. And then until one day I got to hear about it, I didn't even know if I should just tell him you're stupid or something. I didn't even know, for real. But then the sad part of it is that this guy committed suicide.
Exactly, that's the sad
He
part.
committed suicide. But come on, don't allow yourself to don't allow things to get to that point. You know, why would you use your school fees? Probably maybe the parents, probably could be just the mom training him, or even just the father. You look at where you're coming from. I understand that the quest to make money is, there is pressure though. There is pressure making money. You want to be like others too. You know, after you paid your school fees, at least you have to hang out with some friends, get a change of clothes, or even get yourself a new pair of shoes or something. But then calm down.
Exactly.
Calm down. Don't be in a hurry.
I think he's running too much. He's
Don't be
running
in a
faster
hurry.
than his legs.
These are generations, Sha. Don't be in a hurry. Just take it one step at a time.
This
Your
our
school fees
generation.
is your school fees. Don't use it for anything else, if I'm to say. Except you have alternatives.
Yeah.
Except you have a sure alternative that you can bank on. If you don't, how about now? If I borrow money, don't touch your school fees.
Borrow money to play betting.
I don't know. What will I say?
Borrow money. No, you don't borrow money to play betting. No, it's a 50-50 thing. You can either win or you lose. There is no draw. They won't give you half of your money back. Your money is
But wait,
gone
how can you
forever.
use the whole of your tuition fee?
The whole of your
play?
school fees.
Come on.
Maybe it's like, okay, let me play 2 odd. Probably his tuition fees like maybe 150,000 naira. Let me play 2 odd. Then after this game, I'll collect 300,000 naira. On paper, it is very easy to calculate.
Probably he actually had a good idea. I will not worry my parents again for school fees till I graduate. Something like that. You never can tell what would have
This betting of a thing, once you want to book these games, it looks very easy. You just feel like, okay, Manchester City will score now. They will score 2 goals. There is no way they won't score 2 goals. Probably
it's been there before.
Probably this yesterday game that Manchester City drew 1-1. Maybe I don't know, maybe it's that game that he actually played. Maybe he was like, okay, Man City would play over 2.5. Like 3 goals will come out of the game. And they ended up scoring 2 goals only. There are some games whereby you feel like this person would score. This team has been scoring, a lot of goals. That particular day that you decide to play that game, they won't even score 1 goal that day. So I think it is the money you can lose. Even those people, they say bet responsibly, and they wrote the 18+. It's the money you can lose. That's what you should use to play. If you can't lose this money, just don't even go near it at all. Some people have been wrecked. They've gone bankrupt, and there are some people who have made a fortune from betting. But personally, I won't advise anybody to go in there if you can't. Just like the guy committing suicide now, there are people who have lost more than that, who are losing hundreds of thousands, into betting, and they didn't die. But it's because they have they can lose that money. They can let go.
They can actually
It's not as if they attach the emotion, but I think that is last amount of money. Just like someone having about 50 million in his account, you can actually let go of 100k. You feel like, okay, this money, even if they chop am, may you go. But this guy, you have only your tuition fee and use tuition fee to play game. But even if you lose your money, taking your life is just, is a no for me. Now he has shifted the pain to his parents and his entire household.
Even his girlfriend. Okay, you're still watching Lagos this morning. Please, there's a phone number in the comment section. You can call in to air your opinion on these conversations that we have this morning. What do you think about P2B saying that he trusts the court to do the right thing even after the inauguration? His confidence, or do I say P2B has the faith that he will still reclaim his mandate, his alleged mandate, like they put it out there, no matter what happens, no matter what the decision of the court comes out to be. And also, do you think that the double nomination of the vice presidential elect Kashim Shettima will affect Tinubu's inauguration?
Now we have a feedback from Mr. Sheishi, who said, please, if at all Shettima is found guilty, can it stop Tinubu's inauguration? That's what we're asking as well. Please,
if you have the answer to that question, please, you can call in via the phone number provided in the comment section.
And also, Emma Yakpo Ikpuri said, the transition of Tinubu is going on now. 29th of May is just a ceremony. And that's what I've been saying. The transition has been going on since after the presidential election, since after he has been declared winner. The transition process has been going on
to the point that the US government have already sent, they've already let us know the number of delegates they are sending to be here on Monday. That means, come on, Nigeria is going to. Are you going to Abuja?
That means it's just.
Would you be in Abuja on Monday?
Well, I'll be in
We should
Abuja
be in
to
Abuja on
experience everything and televise it live as well. And also, on the lighter note now, let's just still on this guy's issue, MD Tiamiyu, the issue that broke out yesterday on this Japa syndrome. You know, Nigerians.
Yeah, the guy that came out to say that the reason why Nigerians are going to UK for further studies is not because they actually want to go there to study,
Yeah.
because they want to Japa for greener pasture.
Now, someone on Twitter said how Nigerian supervisors advised Lebanese boss to slash wages by half. You know, linking it with that issues like Nigerians, to some extent, when we see foreigners, we like, some of us tend to sell ourselves out, maybe just to get a favor or to get more money from them. Let me take a look at the report. The person said, when I finished secondary school and awaiting admission, I was working at one Lebanese company. They were paying about 8,000 naira per week or thereabout. One supervisor, a Nigerian man, went to tell the Lebanese guys that all of us still live with our parents and the wage was too much. You see, when they say you should pray against every principality and power, they are referring to your fellow Nigerians. Weeks later, the Lebanese people dropped the wage to, I think, 4,000 naira every 2 weeks, which amount to 8,000 naira per month. The supervisor had their salaries increased. So now, I do say these things very well. We have a lot of, you know, foreigners in Nigeria here, you know, building companies, industries, factories and likes, you know, Lebanese, Chinese. But you see all those Nigerian supervisors that are there. Many of them, you know, they don't even, you know, they tend to act like, how would I even explain this thing? They tend to act in favor of the whites.
See,
of
let me
their
tell you,
bosses per se.
there's one language I always use, if you can remember. It is called selfishness. See, most of us are selfish. We only think about us.
Ourselves.
If it's not going to benefit you, you know, to hell with any other person out there. That is
Should it be so?
That is why it's absolutely very wrong. That's mentality of almost all Nigerians. Should I even say Africans? Because we are too selfish, and it's affecting our political system. It's affecting
all the sectors.
It's affecting all, like, let me just say, the political sector right now. It is that selfishness that is coming to play there. We only care about ourselves. We don't even care if this person is the right person. You know, it's not as if we don't know the truth. You know, just like what is happening now. You see some people say that it is not as if we don't know that this particular administration is doing things the wrong way. But because we are benefiting from it, we will cover up.
Exactly.
Because of peanuts we are being given, because of that piece of corn, we will cover things up. We even speak and loud it and make it look like it's all palatable. Even when we know that the pictures and handwriting are there, that is wrong. That's what is happening. Okay, that Lebanese man, it's not going to just open up and say, increase my wages. Exactly. Very simple.
Now
so why are you talking down to your fellow Nigerians? Because you want your own wage increased.
Now they want to make themselves to be like what's it called, a savior to those Chinese and Lebanese. I think that's what they do. So these people see them as, okay, this man is loyal, let us increase his wage, let us, you know, take him to somewhere else, let him be the head of our company or something. So now what you're doing is that you've rubbished your people already just for you to get a favor from them. They are not foolish. They know what you've done.
See, there's something called,
they know.
There's something called witchcraft. No, like, but some people are just witches, and you don't need to visit a babalawo to be a witch. And that's the truth. When you are supposed to seek for the progress of another, you're blocking it. You're a witch. And that is why it is also this witchcraft that is making a lot of Nigerians, like most people here, you know, to visit all these herbal homes.
Wow.
Because instead of you to seek for the progress of another, you go and block them, so that only you will progress. It's not.
They should have just said that, okay, increase my own money, not decrease these people's money.
Because you want your
because I want my own to be increased.
See,
why?
See, do you know there's something I usually say? Now they knows what we will not get. That is the reason why some people don't take snuff. I think our nose is big enough. See, the amount of snuff that will be taken, it will be way too much. But because we don't have nose at all, that's why we say snuff is bad. That is why some of these people are doing.
Exactly.
You know, and it's quite disheartening. honestly disheartening.
It's very, very disheartening. Let's take a look at some of our feedbacks. Andrew Ogunjimi, Shetima found guilty will not affect Tinubu's another vice president would be chosen within the party. Is the president the people elected, not the vice president? Where I worked before, the company paid us 3K daily, 3,000 naira daily, but the supervisor will give us 1,500 naira daily. We didn't know till we protested for increment and the truth came out. Can you see? God. Why are people like this?
Nigerians.
Some people, when they get to position of leadership, they only think about themselves.
See, don't be what's it called? An educated witchcraft. See, just specialize on the normal one that they do in the village juju. No, for real. Let's know that you are into juju. No, don't try to paint it because there's nothing else you want to tell me other than you practice juju. Because what else would you want to say?
You're looking for an underman's downfall. You don't know how many people are depending on that particular man.
You watch African Magic.
Of course.
That's what they depict there. You see your son, finishes school. Then you come back to meet my son in the village who was not even interested in education. That just wanted to be doing rubbish in the village. Then I come back, they'll be like, "Oh, you finished school." They now turn you to a village boy. Instead of to help you that actually went to school, you have the idea to push him like, "No, my son no go. You two, they here." That's witchcraft. So instead of you to just be a foreign witchcrafter, come back to Nigeria and start doing juju. Let's know that that's what you do for a living. Because for real, I don't understand. How can you punish your fellow Nigerians like that? That is evil.
I think that's why That's why they don't value us, because we ourselves some of us don't value ourselves. You are in position of leadership. You are supposed to be an intermediary between the people.
It's not the same thing that this guy that's what that guy did. Now that's UK guy. Yeah, that's what he did. It's a witchcraft. It's not witchcrafting. That's seriously. That's witchcrafting. How else do you want to? Okay, you managed to get to the UK 9 months ago. Even though I got to someone called me in yesterday. Someone in diaspora actually called me and said that thing is politicized.
Politically motivated.
It's politically motivated. Wow. That they're only waiting for some Nigerians there in UK to lay a finger on that guy. Then you get to know if he was sponsored to do what he did or not. I don't know how true that is.
Wow.
But someone called me in yesterday to tell me that.
Wow.
So Nigerians in UK right now, if you know the best thing to do, even if you see that guy in class, act like you don't know him. Just behave like he does not exist in your eyes. Even though he has said something that has affected a lot of people. You can't tell me that someone just 9 months get into the UK, you're already acting like King James Bond. You understand?
That means you must have a backing.
You must have a backing. Probably, I saw a picture yesterday. The guy was even like he was a police guy.
Yes, he was
before he left
the police force.
So maybe I don't know who the family offended though.
Okay, Mr. Gideon, let's get the comment.
Okay, Mr. Gideon, where I worked before the company. Okay, since that day, those white men don't value us anymore. One of the reasons I left.
You see?
Mr. Andrew Ogunjimi said, what about a HR of a Lebanese company in Ibadan? He bought a cup of gari filled with water and the gari swelled up, and the HR, an old man, said that the food we eat, so they don't need high pay. I don't understand this.
The old man said that's the food we eat, so they don't need. I don't understand.
Okay. Let me understand, Mr. Andrew, very well. He said an HR of a Lebanese company in Ibadan bought a cup of gari filled with water, and the gari swelled up, and the HR, an old man, said, okay. When you buy gari now,
and allow it to swell up,
like it will. Even if the gari is small,
the volume
will increase. So he now tells the guy that this is what we eat. So because of this, no matter the quantity, to swell up.
They don't need high pay.
Ha! That's what I'm saying, witchcraft. Nothing you want to tell me. There's nothing you want to say.
No. It shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so at all. I think many of these people, they don't really see. You see, if you calculate your money, now I think Nigerians, when they're actually doing this budget and stuff, we don't calculate in naira anymore. You won't hear, okay, this bridge was built with so billion naira. You always hear dollar. Just to, some people don't really understand the concept. They just feel like, okay, $16 billion. They feel like, okay, it's not much. Now, if you convert it to naira, you'll be looking at trillions of naira. So these people, they are not converting it. If you convert the average money, the money of an average American guy or a Nigerian working in America per day, that's what some people are receiving in Nigeria in 30 days. And that's what I always see. For this country to move forward, we need laws that would guide employers and employee, that would be very, very strict. If you know you can't run it, then close down your company. You know, when you break it down for the people. Now, imagine someone receiving 50K every month. Divide it by 26 days. Let's say you're not working on Sundays. Divide it by 26 days. You have less than 2,000 naira in a day. Now, calculate it, convert it to dollars. How much do you have how much is $1 now? 700 naira per dollar. Now, $2 is now 1,400. It's not even up to 3. It's not up to 3. You're earning per day, 24 hours per day, working in one place. No, if they convert this thing, do the conversion rate. Some people would cry if they convert it to dollars and check how much they are making over there. And these people are bringing out their companies here. They would exploit us. If they can't just exploit us without those supervisors, without those HR. So those HRs too, you know, to some extent, they are just, you know, just as you said, witches in human form. That's what they are. Because I see no reason whereby you are being chosen to lead many people. Those people are depending on you. There are many families that are depending on those people as well. They are looking up to them. They have uncles, they have brothers and sisters. Some people are actually taking care of their parents. So now I will now take out of their money. Why should I do that? Even if, see, there are some things that you don't do. It's not even law of karma now. Nemesis will meet or it will catch up with you. No matter how fast you are or how far you run, it will catch up with you. Because many people's destiny, God now plays it in your own hands. You now decide to toil with it like kites. You can play with it anyhow. You now slash their money into you're putting that one in your pocket. To do what? Anything you use that money to do will never grow.
Funny enough, some of them don't even use it to do anything meaningful.
No, it's just provoking. Because that's why these people don't value us. They treat Nigerians anyhow here, even in your own country.
The truth is, it's not really their fault. I can't really blame them much.
It's their fault.
I'll blame our government. Do you know why?
You need to blame our government. Even if our government is bad.
Wait.
The people themselves.
Who are these people?
We are worse.
Those people, let me tell you something. Before you blame a president, he didn't just become a president overnight. Mm-hmm. He was one thing. Probably he was an HR. He was that HR. That is how he started. He started. Maybe he was once that HR who now got a political appointment to be a PA to somebody who is in the government office. From there, he's drawing close. Before you know it, he will now aspire for governorship. And they will now use their what's it called? Their street guys to win the election. And
after that, he
they've
goes
won the
into
election,
the House of Senate.
He now goes to the House of Senate. From there, he has become a president. Remember, he was that HR who went and told the director of a company that they don't want more than this. So if that kind of person becomes a president of a nation, what do you think he would do? He has already arrived.
We sell out everybody.
Thank you. Is that simple?
Just tell anybody.
So you don't say it is not. See, it is our government and they concern, because why? Had it been that they value their citizens, someone can't just come in and treat their own anyhow.
Exactly.
And even if you go out there, they will respect you because they know that where you're coming from, you are highly respected.
And you've refused to be
An American citizen cannot come to this country and they will treat the person anyhow. They don't fit do one.
Nobody.
Because where the person is coming from, he or she is highly respected and highly valued. And if you do anyhow, their country is coming after you. And they don't care if you're 100 people, they will come after the 100 of you.
Of course.
But as a Nigerian, you're on your own, no. Because nobody send you message. They don't even care. So if you like, you can walk the street naked all you want.
Oh God.
You get. So we don't value ourselves. And until we get things right, starting with ourselves down to those people on top, because it is from before you were once somebody else before you became what you are today. So that's
just like I said earlier, that we need to have laws, and let people be aware of these laws. It's not when they get to the court, that's when you bring out some kind of book and say according to so law. There are some laws that Nigerians are not even aware of. We have the social media, we have everything. Let's have all these what's it called, ministries. Let's have them they should have online presence. Upload all these laws there. Let people be aware of it. There should be labor laws. and it should be strictly adhered to. Just like even there's surely there's labor laws, but Nigerians are not really aware of it, especially all this, many Nigerians are not aware of it. If those people had been aware of it, they would have probably written to that ministry, and if those people there too are selfless, they will come down to that company and see what is going on. Okay, these people, they are supposed to pay us so amount of money, but they are not paying that money as we have agreed. So what is going on here? Even they would have bypassed the HR, bypassed the supervisor, even bypassed the entire company and report to the government.
See, I just feel that,
and they would actually act.
As a country, we need to put things together. Like you said, all these laws, they should be uploaded in real time, isn't it?
It should just be out there, let people see it,
time, right?
And we should have stronger institutions, just like what I'm saying.
Nigeria don't value. See, we don't value ourselves. Okay, look at a country whereby, as a young girl, you're walking on the road, one random guy can come and use hit your. It happens inside the market. They'll just hit your ass, and you're not going to be like,
what do you want to do?
What will you do? If it is in a sane society, I will charge you immediately.
Exactly.
Call the police. Even the police will come and take their own. I just think that things need to be.
We need stronger institutions out there. Just like if you do that kind of thing now, probably you report, you call the ministry. Someone somewhere, somehow in that company that has a stronger leg than you will even frame you up. That you want to try to truncate.
Then the next thing they'll tell you, why are you wearing what you were wearing? That's the next thing you hear. Where you dress seductively.
See, it is well with Nigeria. Okay, let's move on. We have this video. A CCTV captures moment whereby a dispatch rider
steals
side mirrors of an SUV. We now have a lot of dispatch guys out there.
Dispatch companies. And there are some, the way they drive, the way they ride their bikes. The one that hits me. This, I woke up this morning, I was feeling a sharp pain on my knee.
Yeah.
So I remember that this is exactly 1 month that accident happened. I started crying this morning. Because, come on, you see, this is a testimony, that if I get opportunity of going the whole world will get to know how God saved me from a dispatch rider's hand.
God.
Because it was horrible. You can see my leg that's still swollen up to this time. See, these people, but that's one of the things that our government needs to look into. Not even, but okay, they've banned Okada riders in Lagos. Now we have so many dispatch riders that we don't even know if their company is registered.
So many.
We don't really know.
You see,
some.
There is no description. There is no sticker. No nothing has been written on the on that container behind the bike.
And they are so much in a haste.
They're always rushing.
That guy that hit me that day, that I spent almost all my day in the hospital, he was there. So I was like, okay, where you were rushing to?
Where were you rushing to?
Did you arrive? Did you arrive? That. Please, our government, we need to pay attention to this dispatch, because they are killing people. Someone even told me that there was one man they hit one day. The man, the forehead was bleeding. I actually thought probably the man was drunk or something. So I didn't know. He was being knocked down by a dispatch rider. If you see blood,
God.
And I'd be like, God, thank you. The one way do me no reach like this. Because on the floor that day, on the ground, when I looked up, I couldn't see anything. The whole place was blurring my eyes. I just felt a hand that grabbed me. And I was like, am I alive? Am I dead?
Where's my leg?
I checked my face. Okay, my mouth was swollen. Okay, what's happening to me now? Am I really alive? I touched my leg. Am I crippled? Hey, I'm crippled. Like, a lot of things happening to me because I couldn't move my leg. It was, my leg freezed. Literally freezed. I couldn't move it.
Oh, God.
Because of a dispatch rider. Whenever I see them, I'm like, God will punish you. So our government needs to pay attention to these people, honestly, because there are a lot of them out there, and they are most of them are stealing. You will see one they will tell them to deliver something, they will eat it.
They'll run away with it.
You understand? Imagine you tell a dispatch rider to go and deliver iPhone 14 Pro Max, and he goes away with it. Like, what would you do? What would you do?
Yeah, let's take a look at the video. Let's take a look at the video quickly. Oh God! All right, guys. So you've seen the video. That guy was just so fast. That guy is just a specialist when it comes to
Like, please, I don't remove
robbery.
the video, please. I really want to see what's going on.
He's a
like,
specialist. You can see not even up to 3 seconds,
wow.
and he
He
removed.
packed, pulled it off, gang.
Then he drove off immediately.
Wow.
And that side mirror cost it's what nothing less than is about 170 to 200k.
And probably you see an innocent man now who is just standing waiting for somebody who go with him. I say
Something like that.
he has taken something.
I can see a comment from Sports Kingdom. All these things they happen, they no go do anything. Small time now they go back for more.
Ah, God.
Oh my goodness, God! They actually
and
seen
funny enough, the
everything.
CCTV did not even.
But one thing I like is that there is a camera.
But how did you see? Nobody saw the face of the guy. The face is not.
You know, he's putting on an helmet, so we wouldn't have seen the
Okay.
face clearly.
But let's say the box doesn't have the name of this thing on it. Now, what will happen?
That's why I said that some of these boxes that does not have any name on it, they should be picked up. The police should stop them. Why wouldn't you have your name been inscribed on it? You should have your name being inscribed. Had it been there is a name or a company's name at the back of that vehicle now, then we can start looking for the company's name.
A lot
Probably
of
in
dispatch
CAC.
rider that I saw one day, I couldn't even pronounce the name. I'm like, which one is this one again? Like this. Ha, God. See, dispatch companies now, it has become like churches.
It's just everywhere.
Churches that there was one day I saw him of a church.
I'll be there.
Sister Ugochi, something like
Ah.
that. Ministry. I'm like, wow.
And people are attending the
I also
church.
have my own.
So which one will you name your sister Gladys?
Zubi Glad International Ministry. Zubi Glad Worship Center. You will come.
No, why won't I come?
I'll do miracles.
Don't worry, I'll be the treasurer. I'll be keeping the money.
You are Judas. I can never trust you. You are Judas. Oh my goodness.
Guys, so with that we're coming gradually to the end,
of the program. Please, you can still call in. We'll just we'll just give just one caller an opportunity to call in before we call it a wrap.
So we've discussed about the court issues. We trust court to still do justice after May 29. Peter Obi. Wow, Mr. Agujimi is saying that in Nigeria right now, the president is in charge of all the arms of government majorly. No matter how we try to look at it or how we try to paint it, the judiciary are not really out of the system. They are not really being separated. The separation of power is not obvious in the reality of things. It's on paper that the judiciary is there, the executive and the legislative arm of government, but the real sense of it, they are on the payroll, they are under the payroll of the government. So how do you fight someone who is paying you? How do you fight someone who has appointed you? Now, Gladys, you are the chief judge of Nigeria and I'm the president, and they are bringing case against me in the Nigerian setting, and I appointed you. And probably I appointed you because I know some of your secrets that I can use against you in the court of law.
Of course, without the secret.
And I put you there.
It is the secret that will make me to dance to your tune.
Exactly.
Because without the secret, it's a lie.
There's so much. I have so much leverage over you like that. I just like Gladys. Okay, go and say the truth.
So the truth will come out. See your
I'll
family.
come back.
Your family is it.
Those kind of stuffs. So to some extent, the leverage is just too much. It's too much.
That is why you have to be, as a person, learn to live an upright life.
If you live an upright, they won't call you to come and be the chief judge.
Honestly, live and see.
They will call in Nigeria politics. You're living an upright life. They will find a way to draw you closer before you get to that seat. They will draw you closer. They will indict you. They will implicate you.
At least to an extent.
No, I'm not saying there are upright people there. But
At
if they want to bring you into the Nigerian politics, obviously,
lobby your way into any political office, into any political power, or into any position. You don't have to lobby your way.
You see?
Seriously speaking, you can live like that. There's nothing wrong with it.
In the Nigerian setting,
you can live like that. Even you you can live like
Nigeria
that.
politics.
It needs to start with you.
In Nigeria politics,
You just be yourself.
I understand.
See, it's not about you understand.
No,
See,
yeah, I understand.
we are the next generation.
Yes, that's where we are going to. But right now,
We are the next generation.
as we stand,
Right now, it is someone that will assume that office, and until we change our mentality and orientation, nothing will change. But that's the truth. you are here doing this program.
Yeah.
Some might call you one day and be like, I need it to be my PA. Probably a politician or something like
If
that.
he's a bad politician,
That is
go.
why. That is where it starts. It's not about the person. It's about you. Okay, let's say for example, the presidential candidate
Okay.
of the People's Democratic Party,
Okay.
Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, P2B worked with him.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So now a lot of things are being said about all these other political candidates, right? But there is still one thing that have not been said about this particular person. Is it not human being? Maybe he worked with them, so why are they not saying it? So you can actually choose to be different. There's nothing wrong with it.
In the Nigeria politics.
He is also a politician in Nigeria, and he might be a bad person, but there's something that they've not said about him, and that is what is captivating a lot of people on who he is.
It is what they want us to know that we know, especially with the media we have out there now. No media is actually 100% people oriented. They will surely, if they are not owned by someone in politics, probably they will be owned by someone, a former person that has been probably a speaker of the House of Rep, or someone who has been under the seat of power. So that person would not report everything live and directly. The major ones, the major houses we have, the media houses, they have been controlled by this set of people. Now let's look at what Sporting Kingdom said. They said Gladys, imagination won't finish you. Now Nigeria will deal with no big man money clean for this country. I'm not saying there will be some people that their money is clean, no, among the big men, but they are not much at all. They are not much. And in the Nigerian political space, that's why I can tell you, for even if I'm not really deeply inside, but for the fact that I know some people that are inside, so even if you are clean, they drag you. Once you enter that space, you know, someone used to say, there's a particular comment here saying that it's the government of the cabal or something. You see that space they call cabal. I don't know anybody, maybe anybody inside the cabal per se to be precise, but you see that space. Once you enter there, a lot of things are going on that we have no idea.
I don't know, but actually
zero idea.
Let me tell you something there. We have a politician.
Don't tell us what we want to know.
We have a politician in this country.
Yeah.
That, at least to an extent, his track record.
As they have told us.
His track record, and there's nothing hidden in this country, right? Everybody cannot like you. Those that hate you will definitely come out to say one or two things, and you make research, at least find out, okay, there's something from what this person has said, there's a connection to this person's allegation.
Yeah.
And now we have a candidate that even the people that doesn't like him have come out to say something, then we've checked. We cannot see a connection to the alleged whatever they say, to the allegations.
What did they say?
No, don't worry. You already know what I'm saying. Before they will say I'm trying to speak about one particular person now, I wouldn't want to say that, you know. But then someone says something that we have thieves. I don't know, a thief and a criminal. I did the same thing.
Of course now, criminals, thieves, armed robbers.
Okay, we have a kingpin.
Okay.
Kingpin is the chief, Abi.
Is the top dog.
Is the orga of them all. We have a kingpin. Then we have
the queenpin.
No, then we have kidnappers.
Okay.
Then we have thieves.
Criminals.
We have criminals and thieves. Now, the kingpin, the kidnappers, and someone said
that's the hierarchy.
It's hierarchy.
Yes.
Someone said, let's not take the kingpin. He go kidnap all of us. We no go no. The criminal na the assistant too. I be the kidnappers is the assistant. Kidnapper can steal, he can kidnap. But a thief, if you no get mind to kidnap. He's just a thief. He just can go. So why don't we just take the thief and leave the kingpin? Because if he even kidnap yourself, you would think say they your house they snore, they go. You know, so they don't kidnap you.
Why we no build better prison? More J3 of them.
You know. So pending the time we build the prison. Let's manage the thief. Who can only take and not take you and take everybody's own. That will just take and just go. The one that will be okay for him. You get so that is like we know them.
Yeah.
They are around us, right? And then that thief, like they say he's a thief. You not check the thief. They are saying a lot of things about the thief. Even the people that live, even the people that live in the thief compound testifies that the thief is not actually a thief, but the thief small. Then the other people, the people that stays in the compound say, he's a kingpin, but he's good.
He's very good.
So who are you going to manage? Please let me not talk too much on this show. I think we've come to the end of the program this morning. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Yeah, but some of us did not call in. Please, we'll be coming back later in the day to bring more updates.
Yeah.
For us. Please don't go away. Stay tuned because Flip TV
got you covered. Yeah, we're signing out now. We'll say a very big thank you to Mr. Iyori Omorugbe for calling in, and also the first caller as well, Mr. Dutchman Pounds, Nigeria Future, Renato Media, Andrew Ogunjimi, Gladys Chisom, Tom Abidakun, Gideon, as well as Sports Kingdom. Thank you all. Thank you very much for your...
Thomas Chi.
Oh yeah, Thomas Chi as well. Thank you very much for your comment, for your
Our very first caller that called in today.
I've forgotten his name. I didn't really get his name like that.
Thank you, our first caller. Thank you. We appreciate.
Thank you. Till we come your way again tomorrow for this exciting edition of the program, Lagos this morning. I'm Olajide Taufik Olamide. Do well to follow Flip TV on all social media platforms at Flip TV, and also you can follow me personally on Twitter at Olajide Olamide. Bye for now. Stay safe.
Yes, I am still Gladys Alize. Bye.
Bye.
For now.
100 naira eko, 10 bus eko.